Hello, I'm Chris Day, and welcome to my Cabinet of Curiosities. What I wanted to do was just a silly video, just to make a little bit of filler, just to make up for the fact that I haven't been out on the wander this weekend because I had a big garden party, and then this weekend I'm going to be out doing some special filming with another YouTuber. So, I thought I'd bring you in on some little things that I found on my wanders, and some things that I've been given. So, first of all, there's this here, which is a marcasite nodule. Now, these are apparently formed over millions of years by remains of an animal or something like that. Something to do with the iron, the blood, and it calcifies and breaks down and over millions of years and becomes a very heavy lump of what is actually sterling silver. It's a mix of silver and steel, and I managed to buzz it down. I probably ruined it a little bit by doing this, but I actually buzzed it down just a very little bit on here so that I could see it. The lighting's crap actually. I think I'm going to change that for the next item. Apparently, if you can find someone who can cut these in half, it sometimes will contain gemstones. They actually make jewellery from the whole thing. So if you're a jeweller and you're watching this and you might fancy helping me out with this, I'd like to have this thing cleaved in two so that I could have it then polished up and then be able to see what's inside. So up next we're going to move on to skulls. Yes, skulls, like we all have underneath the fleshy stuff on our faces. I also have a few in my collection. Don't worry, this one isn't real. This is actually a replica one, which I ordered. It's actually a replica from China. It's made out of resin. I stuck a cigar in its mouth. Just, why not? Up here I have part of a sheep's skull, which I found up on Bignor Hill in Sussex, on the Bignor Hill walk. Actually, it was when we were coming back. Found this just as we were walking back to the car. It was quite cool. My dad pointed it out to me, and that's another one for the collection. Then, the next one I'm going to show you was actually found in Guildford, and this is a badger skull. Check the teeth out on it. Yeah, actually missing a few of the teeth, but it's not bad shape. Gonna get you. So let's bring you in a little bit closer here. So, here we have a deer skull, which I found on one of my very first wanders actually. That was up at Fairmile Bottom in Sussex. It's amazing what you can find up the bottom. Sorry. So, there's so many other things. I was given these by my brother actually. These are fossilised shells. Check that out. They're really thick and sort of calcified. Then just down here, we've got some dogfish skull actually. So on the subject of skulls, if you've ever had rock salmon, well, it's actually, most people call dogfish down the coast, and that's the skull for one there. They actually taste very, very good. And this is a very delicate one. This one in here. Okay, I'm not very good. It's out of my left hand because it's a funny angle. This one I actually found in Hoffman Park, and is a hedgehog skull. Do you like that skullage? It's actually quite fragile, so I'm being very careful with it and trying not to crush it. And these are probably the most fragile things that I have in here. Don't really even like to move them too much at all. I've got to look on the dogfish skull. And these are aptly named brittle stars. And this was actually given to me by my brother as well. He went to, I think it's somewhere in Wales, and found them. in here from one of my travels abroad. The thorns from the thorned acacia tree in South Africa. And would you believe the elephants actually can chew around and eat through these things? You could pierce somebody's ear with this. You could pierce one's belly button with it. I mean, these will go through leather. They're pretty impressive. I'll stack this back up nicely afterwards, after I'm done. I've got my own little piece of New York City. I picked this up. It's one of the from one of the glittery rocks in New York in Central Park. And I literally have so much stuff that I could show you. This would probably go on for about 20 odd minutes. Just down here we have some volcanic rocks. Volcanic rock. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these things are things that I have found, you know, when I've been out, like the volcanic rock, which I found not far from Chilworth gunpowder mills, actually, which I did a video about a while ago, which I'll be helping somebody else out from YouTube with soon. Richard Vose, Bald Explorer, going there to go and show him the gunpowder mills. And what else can I show you? Oh, this is the good stuff. Right. So, I'm just going to move this out of the way before I set myself on fire. It's all very good for the Atmos. Now, first of all, Chinese opium pipe. Now, I didn't find this, I was given this actually. But check it out, it's got a jade ball in the middle of it. You'll find pipe, tiny little bowl. Never been used actually. Opium, well, not really my bag. So, in here, there's always all of other different little things here. I mean, this is just a silly thing. I just thought it looked like a magic wand from Harry Potter. This was a piece of sandstone which my brother brought back from one of his little jaunts. He thought it was a fossilised bone, but I'm pretty sure it's just a piece of sandstone. It just looks like a bone. And then in here, in this little cabinet, so on top, there is the mummified fox's skull. It's it's even got the whiskers on it still. I'll bring that up close. Look, you can have a real good old gander at that. Check the teeth out and all. That's some sort of hellish vampire, dog, cat, beastie thing. And then, just down here underneath, in this cabinet here, now there's another mummified fox's skull. This is a fox cub. And then in the lower part, just go in there. Let's see if I can get this round a bit closer. Now, that is actually a cat skull. And that was my Auntie Jenny's cat. And when I was growing up, I used to fuss that. Same cat. Kitty. Yep. Now she's in a box in my front room. Because, you know, not unusual or anything. So, over here, I have my snakes. So, down the very bottom here, we've got Nagini, and she's a royal python, or a ball python if you're American. Next level, we've got Percy, who's a Colombian rainbow boa. Percy boa, after Percy Thrower, because I used to be a gardener. Percy Thrower, the famous gardener, you might have heard of him. And then just at the top here, and actually he's out right now, you have Drago. So, that almost takes us to the end of our little video with me telling you the things that I find and collect and do. I've received this. Actually, well, yesterday it arrived at the place and I managed to go and pick it up. I'm hoping you can see this. I'm really chuffed with this. It's a picture of a dogfish in formaldehyde in a jar. It's brilliant. I'm so so very pleased with it. You can see if you've ever had to fillet a dogfish, they have the same sort of insides as a mammal. They have lungs and a heart and a liver and all those other little bits and bobs, just like we do. It's quite creepy. They taste good though. And this was given to me by Amy, who I was out with at the Chelsea walk. She actually took this herself, and it's called Requiem for the Retrospect. So, cheers for that, it's really cool. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my cabinet of curiosities. I hope you'll like, share, subscribe. We'll see you again next week for a proper wander as you go out, see some sights and find something interesting for you. So from me, Chris Day, the Hairy Wanderer, and Percy Boa of the slivery, sneaky slivers. I'll see you again soon. Bye 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 bye.